try.
All right, we doing it? Can you hear the mic?
I can now.
And clap. Today we are going to be making a video of how we turn roadside street trash into cold hard cash. So I wanted to make this video about a special bike that we found recently in the garbage. Welcome to our channel. We're Tucker and Sammy J, a young couple from a sleepy coastal town called Summers Point, located directly across the bay from some of the richest beach towns in the country. Every summer, millions of people flock to the New Jersey coast to enjoy the sun and sandy beaches, and with them they bring the excess of American culture, which many times ends up in the garbage. This series follows us as we drive from beach town to beach town, salvaging roadside treasures for profit. And the best part is, we never know what we'll find next.
Right, monkey?
All right, we here?
We're here.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Tucker, and this is Sammy J, behind the counter.
Hi.
Behind the camera. So today we are going to be making a video of how we turn roadside street trash into cold hard cash. So I wanted to make this video about a special bike that we found recently in the garbage.
You know what's crazy? I was about to be like, is that a Mongoose?
Yo, this is the freaking come up. Hold this for a sec. Yo, with the vintage Mongoose claim.
Oh my gosh,
No, we
I didn't
didn't.
even realize the tires, the wheels. Oh man.
Yo, this is a
And it
trick
spins?
bike.
It is,
so you
it
can do
is.
spins in the air.
No
This is like
way.
the Rick Thorne Pro model,
Go
bro.
on. Wait.
With the plastic
Yeah,
bags,
be
dude.
easy. Wow.
Made in Japan, baby.
So cool.
The Mongoose decade score. Dropped the mic on the trash picking today, dude. This was it.
Oh man, now I definitely don't know if Summers
I don't
Point
even think we
can
need to go there.
No. We'll try though, just for you guys.
After we go home and
And unload, yeah.
So guys, we tried very hard to replace this, and then the whole thing just fell off, and that side broke off. So
I'm just gonna put this right here. Yeah, I get really bad anxiety about putting stuff in the truck.
how about this fine?
Well,
I
yeah,
can
because
put
it
it
almost fell on me the one time. Freaked me out. Do you want this one too, right?
I might as well just grab it, right?
But it doesn't sell. We're gonna do the scrap wood, right?
Yeah. About a month and a half ago. So we were cruising down the street like we do on a normal, once a week, probably, maybe once every 2 weeks. We'll go out on a serious treasure hunt and just go for like 4 hours looking through roadside garbage down here at the New Jersey coast in the summer, basically in the spring, summer, and fall. You can find some of the craziest stuff just right out on the street in the garbage. And a lot of the times it's items that people just literally have no perceived value of it. So they'll just take it, throw it out as if it's just absolute garbage. But the reality is sometimes vintage items or items that aren't valuable to someone are very valuable to someone else. So we were cruising down the street. We found a few things before it. Already started off with a good day. And we came up on a couple bicycles. All right, so maybe I spoke too soon. This is the clean out day here. Because we got some bikes now. Some scores. Straight scores. At least one's vintage. And we'll see about the other one. Which is very common. People ride bikes all the time in the beach towns, and they throw them out all the time in the beach towns. So we pull over. I see a BMX bike. We both hop out. We grab the kid's bike. It's like a girl's bike. And then we grab the BMX bike, and I pick it up, look at it, and I'm like, holy, it's a vintage Mongoose. It was a vintage Mongoose decade, and we found out it was from 1988. All original, basically, in good condition, complete for the most part. And I didn't know very much about the bike, So we went and I posted a picture of it, just the bike, just leaning on the trailer in the backyard, to a Facebook page called Old School BMX, and it has like 100,000 people that are part of the group. And all of a sudden it just started getting traction on there. I found out the year of it, the model, everything, that it was a very sought after bike in the vintage bike community. It had the spiraling handlebars that spin around, so you could do tricks. It was like a pro model. So I wanted to bring that up for a second because it got so much, like so many comments and so much action on the post that I knew that we had something good right off the bat. So it's Old School BMX on Facebook. It has 123 likes, 63 comments. It's a lot for just a Facebook post. And all basically of people we do not know, people I've never met before. So I wanted to just get into some of the comments. People were even sharing other decades. But the general idea of this video is that just because something isn't worth money to one person doesn't mean that it doesn't have value to someone else. So whenever you're out picking or looking for stuff in storage units at auctions, you know, in grandmom's garage or attic, if somebody that you know is moving and throwing a whole bunch of stuff out, it does pay to look stuff up and to have a little bit of a knowledge base about what people look for. And I also think it's really cool that you can salvage items that would otherwise end up either being taken to a scrapyard or literally just poured into a landfill and then have a bulldozer run them over, because that's probably what would have happened with this bike if we didn't pick it up that day. It was getting late in the day, trash comes the next morning, and I bet hundreds of people passed the bike and didn't even cross their mind that it had any kind of value at all, because it was just a rusty bike on the side of the road in the trash. But this is crazy to even get to the top of this thread. So I posted it and I said, every year after the summer, all the people from out of town who own big beach houses throw away crazy stuff when they leave for the winter. My wife and I drive around and pick up any treasures we see, and we literally found this on the side of the road. Does anyone know the year and approximate value of this Mongoose Decade in its current condition, located near Atlantic City, New Jersey? Anyone with serious interest, please message me. This guy put, Mark, his name is, it's loaded with such great parts, but please don't part it out unless you have to. If you were any closer to Connecticut, I'd be very interested in buying it. I have a problem when it comes to complete late 80s survivor freestyle bikes, and gray is my favorite of them all. So we talked back and forth. He ended up not being able to buy it. Shane said I'd pay $500 for it. Interested in buying. This guy said I picked a 1985 Redline out of a roll-off dumpster around 15 years ago while delivering shingles. I literally jumped off the conveyor belt into the dumpster to get it. Someone just asked 20-inch ? Pass it on for free to someone who is looking for one. It's a good thought, but you also have to make money while you're doing this business. You can't just be going out there spending your time, gas money, and your whole day just to give something away. So 88 Mongoose Decade, $1,000, this guy's claiming. Somebody else said check out his YouTube channel, so they must have known us. Somebody posted their Malibu Mint Decade. But the comments go on and on forever. There's a few trash talkers, but mostly it's just people super excited that we picked this out of the trash. We got so many messages about it, but because of these pages and the general way that they work, all the people that are part of this group are scattered all over the world, and the closest person was 4 hours away. So nobody from the group bought it. We took it, and I estimated the value at around either 400 to 800, somewhere in that, maybe a little bit more if you parted it out, but we wanted to keep it complete. So I posted it to Facebook Marketplace for $700. Tons of messages again. If you ever work with Facebook Marketplace before, you know that there's a lot of people that want to message you and just ask, is it available? And you just got to answer, yeah, still got it. So it went on and on. There was 2 people that wanted to buy it. They didn't buy it. And then this guy, Scott, he messaged me, serious buyer. He was going to keep it complete, and he was going to redo it. He's going to powder coat it, all this. He restores bikes. He has a couple other ones. So I said, sure, come by and check it out. I was hoping to get $600 for it. So he came over. He looked at it for a while. So here's the footage of him looking at it. All right, finally, after all this back and forth with people, we are going to sell the BMX Mongoose Decade that we found in the trash. Let's do it. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
How are you?
Good, buddy. I'm good. How are you making out?
Good.
Good. I'm
Tucker.
Tucker, nice to meet you.
Yeah. You work at the ACUA?
Not all the time.
Just like freelance stuff?
Just for yeah, I'm a crane operator, so I'm all over the place.
So the bike is right here. In here.
Buried in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
I
wanna
figured since I'm
pull it
only
out.
20 minutes away, I could check it out for sure at least.
Yeah. There's been like 700 people interested,
Really?
but nobody wants to actually buy it.
Well-
they just want to, well, you're the only one who's looked at it, but there's like so many. I posted it on like a vintage BMX page, and there was like a huge feed of all these people. Like, I'm gonna buy that. I want to buy this, but I
Right,
was like,
but
okay, just come buy it. I
it's-
really don't care. Like, I'm
Right.
selling the bike. You can buy the bike if you want, but
Yeah. I
But
get
I-
how it is, but like, it's weird. Like, I have probably 12, 15 like old BMX bikes, 80 stuff.
okay,
So I'm into 80 stuff. I don't have a Decade yet, a Mongoose Decade,
okay.
but I could show you on my phone, but it's no big deal. Like,
No,
whatever.
yeah, that's awesome. I
But,
would rather sell it to
I
somebody that
have a
was
lot
gonna
of bikes, so it's
collect
like
it.
I'm kind of like just buying what I kind of want. So I need a deck. I don't have a Decade, so I'm like, oh wow, I saw it online the other day.
So what do you just like restore them a little bit and then
Yes.
ride them, or just literally
Um,
collect them basically?
2 of them I ride like with the kids all the time. Like they ride their big rippers, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Son does
yeah.
wheelies and shit on his big ripper, but I ride the old stuff. Is what I do.
But yeah, like literally when I found it too, I was stoked because I had found a different vintage BMX bike,
Okay.
and I sold that to some guy, and he totally restored the entire thing and sent me photos. So it was just like another thing, like where I was like, this is freaking epic. I know it is, and it's like pretty original. So then when I posted it up on the site to get more information about it, that's when everybody
hitting
was
up on
talking about buying it.
Yeah.
And then like people were quoting anywhere from like 500 to like 1200. So I kind of just put it in the middle of that
Yeah.
and just hope to get like 6, but realistically is what I was
Yeah.
going for.
I gotcha. I mean, like I just gotta look at what I gotta put into it.
So just offhand, what would you have to do to it to make it like?
So right now, I mean, obviously it needs a chain, which they're only $10, or you could buy it. It definitely needs all bearings, like all your bearings. It's been at the shore, so like everything's, you know, she's pretty rusty. I would probably end up getting it powder coated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Instead of spray painting it.
Yeah.
I'd have to buy new cables for it.
And what do you mean by powder coated? Would you put labels back on, or you don't care about this?
I would
labeling,
get, like original 80s labels that you can find,
and then just put them on
and
top
then
of
put
it.
them on top of the powder coat job.
Okay.
Yep. Obviously new tires. She definitely needs bearings, like you can see, you know what I mean, the front end. It didn't come with any pegs, so they're $150,
Okay.
maybe 200.
And this is for 2 different pegs. If you wanted to do that, is that what that is?
For what you do is your preference on what tricks and stuff you want to do. You move them, so you only keep 2 on the front, 1 on each side, but you can either put them down low or put them up higher.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm a skateboarder, so I never biked.
really?
I never like was into BMXing myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really know that much about it.
I got
I
you.
just know like a vintage bike when I see it, because you can obviously tell the difference.
Yeah, the brakes will have to be probably rebuilt and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna nitpick it. I'm just gonna tell you.
No, yeah.
what I need
I'm
to do.
interested in it because
Yeah.
there's just so many angles to like.
Yep. The seats. I don't know if this one will clean up. It's got like a lot of weather cracking, but all the guts are there and stuff. So I mean, it's.
Because, yeah, a couple of the other people I talked to, one guy was in Connecticut, and he had 25, 30 bikes fully restored.
Really?
Like, because he sent me pictures of them, and he was
Wow.
like, yeah, I'm not gonna drive and get it, but, like, I really am interested in that as well. So, like, there is people that just,
Yeah.
you know, have
Yep.
whole garages filled with these, and that's what
Oh, they
do.
definitely
Yeah.
do. They definitely do. And I look at it like, when I do find an old one, like I said, like sometimes I'll just, like I didn't like try to beat you up or on price or be like, oh my God, whatever. I go and look at the bike, you know what I mean? Pictures don't justify what, you know what I'm saying?
I
You're
know
selling a
exactly
camper,
what
selling
you're
this,
talking
like-
about.
So you look at it, you just see 5 pics online, but you're like,
The
okay.
way that you talked to me, though, I knew that you weren't an asshole because some guy sent me a message and he said $50.
Like-
So, like, I didn't even respond to it because for me,
Right,
it's not even worth my time.
Like, yeah, I bought two old BMX bikes. They were Hutch. So Hutch are really like kind of top of the line.
Okay.
And the guy wanted, I'm just going to say I think he wanted $1,500 for it. And it was on Craigslist. And it was the original owner, okay? So it was a 1984 Hutch BMX bike, but the original owner. He like literally cried. I didn't think I was going to get the bike. But people are so rude out there that they won't go and, I'm not saying that's my way of getting this bike for $25, but like, people are so rude that they're just like, I'll give you 400, like you said, the guy's like, hey, I'll give you 50 for it when you have it online, and
maybe
it's kind of worth a decent price.
Maybe he did get a bike for 50 and that's why he's doing it.
Maybe, or he's just trying to beat it up and but people, and I ended up buying the bike off the guy, but I told the guy, I'm like, hey, listen, I just wanted to come see it for one, but I will offer you this, and I got it for. He wanted like 15. I think I gave him 1,100 for it, but I was like, hey, this is what I got to put into it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, and he let it go for 11. But but it's just, people are just rude out there with what they do to people.
All right, about to make this sale official.
Fish out. None of the chickens are out here, are they?
Nah, they're all in there.
Hello.
Hey.
There it is, the dream.
The dream.
Money for it.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
So we'll just get a picture of us.
In an oven?
Mm-hmm.
Like a big oven.
So here's a picture. Oh man, hold on. I'm getting close. Here's a picture of it, how I got it. Just a frame.
Oh, wow.
That's the one I just showed you. You see how like pitted it is and rusty and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Wow, so you...
And then I cleaned it all up. So I made it. I gave it. You actually. They do. It's a vinegar bath, is what I do.
Ugh.
Yeah. So that's what that looked like.
La vinegar.
Yeah.
That's okay. So we sold the Mongoose Decade. I think it's a 1988 BMX bike. It was all original today for a final price of $500. So I just wanted to say that is the true meaning of trash to cash, or salvaging an item that is being discarded and transferring it over to somebody else who actually wants it, and is going to put restoration and time and money into it, and at the same time making a decent amount of money off of something that we found on the side of the road in the street side garbage, driving down the road. So I just wanted to put it out there that that's what we mean by trash to cash, and that's what the whole basis of the industry of salvaging things is. He got a good deal on the bike. I do think that the bike was worth at least $600, anywhere from $600 to $1,000 depending on who's buying it, I guess. I was happy to let it go for $500 because he was such a cool guy. He was local. He picked it up in person with cash in hand, and he has multiple other bikes that he showed us on his phone that he has restored And he does it because he loves it. He's a crane operator. He's not going to go, turn around and sell the bike, or at least that's not his intention. If he does go and sell it, good for him. That's fine with us. But his intention coming into it was to collect the bike, restore it, and use it, and keep it. So really, really cool scenario. And yeah, that was awesome. So let's see what we find next to sell. That's the real claim. Yeah, so in the end, he ended up paying $500 for the bike. I thought that was a reasonable price. So we made $500 off of an item that we salvaged off the roadside. So not an incredible amount of money, but also not $10. So $500, pretty good. This is one of many items that we've done this with over the years. And I do think there is some serious excitement and something really special and unique about salvaging an item that somebody thinks is trash, taking it and selling it to somebody else, even if it's for a lesser value than it's actually worth, who really, really desires that item, cherishes it, and loves it. So you're basically saving the item, you're making money, and you're getting it to somebody who's going to love it, restore it, and just use it, And he said he's going to do all this different stuff to it, which you guys saw what he was going to do. I think it's in the video that I shot of him. So I think there's tons of people in the world that enjoy either watching people salvage items and then selling them, or they just enjoy the salvaging of items. I don't know. In America, it's a crazy thing where there's so much excess, and you can actually make money off of basically what people discard or throw away or get rid of in the trash. And there's tons of other ways too, just from garage sales or auctions or anything. I think it's just such a huge sea of interest, and so many people like it for good reason, because we got so much enjoyment out of that experience, and it was so cool that I do encourage everybody who's watching this video and everybody else who's not watching the video, who's not going to ever see this, that if you ever wanted to try something like this, that you should 100% go for it. Because we've met so many cool people just on the street trash picking, and we've literally had maybe 1 or 2 encounters over a decade of this where somebody was negative. But we've talked to hundreds of people. People love it. They usually want to give us more stuff, and I just think trash picking is amazing. I also wanted to show you guys this one other item that I salvaged. Really good quality. Look at this. This is such a good one. This one's priceless though. 500 wouldn't even get one speck of hair. So this is probably the biggest item we got for the value. Right? But yeah, this leads into the next thing that I wanted to show you guys. I was just going to incorporate a whole bunch of footage into this and me talking to make a video that was easier to understand. But just grab that camera.
This one.
Yeah. Rue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's feral. Uh-oh. Gonna have to put her back. Thought she would be able to come along for the ride, but she can't. So bratty. So bratty. So I was at the dump the other day and dumping trash from a storage unit and the couch that was in Landis's room and some other stuff in a trailer. I just was filming because I figured maybe we could use the footage for something, because I think there's a lot of actual trash in the business that we're in, as well as salvageable items. But I saw this massive pile that had come out of a dump trailer, obviously, and it was dirt. And there was all these Life magazines in a big box that had fallen over, and they were pouring out. Tons of vintage Life magazines. That's what caught my eye. And That would have been cool to take, but I just kind of forgot about it. I looked at them for a second, but then I saw these 2 bikes sitting there. And you're not supposed to really pick stuff from there, but I couldn't resist. And bam, look what I found. Just sitting there in a pile of literal dirt. They were under dirt. Just some of the coolest children's bikes I've ever seen in my life. And I had no choice but to just grab them and salvage them. And hopefully my plan is to clean them off a little bit. And I'm going to post them up on the Facebook page for people to see and to talk about. You can get a lot of information from enthusiasts about this kind of stuff, especially from different Facebook groups. So we got a Street Heat Huffy boys bike. It's for a young kid, like a small kid. And then this is the woman's, Ross little lowrider bike. But how much of a shame it would have been to just look the other way and drive away and allow these to just be crushed and just put into the landfill. Yeah, these are treasures in their own right, because there's never going to be made any more of these from that year. There's only ever going to become less of them. It's like an old vintage car or a skateboard or anything. So it's a really, really cool thing to do. So if you like this kind of stuff and you've never tried to salvage an item before, we're not really restorators or whatever you want to call it. We don't restore the stuff fully, but we do save it. And also it's good for, I know it's crazy to say with the way humans are in general, but it is good for the planet. And why wouldn't you want something old that was made well, good quality, to be taken from the garbage, fixed up or restored, and then put back into the world for somebody to use? So that's our little story for today. How we made $500 picking trash, and also these 2 bikes. Who knows how much we can make off of them. Scott was the man, the guy who bought the bike. He bought it complete. We didn't part it out, and he's going to restore it. So we'll see the final product, and I'll be sure to share those photos in the future if he sends them to us. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions, comments, or cool stories about something that you salvaged, leave it in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. I'm going to go tame my baby Ruru.
I'm going to
Here.
try not to drop both cameras. That was extremely
Look what we got going on.
fruity, but we're good, right?
She's got
I was like
this
on the
camera,
ground.
this camera for the audio, and then we're using the iPhone
This
because
is
the quality's better.
we're MacGyvers. There you go.
So how do you feel? How did you feel about trash picking when you met me?
I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. Nothing really surprises me, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Like,
I like trash picking.
Were you interested in like this business? Like, were
I
you
never
like,
thought
let's jump in the car and go get some money out here on the streets?
No, no.
Or
but
like you thought that was a crazy idea?
it took a little getting used to, only because it's like you're not from here, but like we're trash picking and like my high school teacher's trash, or somebody I went to school with, or I don't know. It's just different when you're like from here and you're just like, you're like, do I know this person? But now I just don't really give a shit, so it is what it is.
Well,
I know you can find good stuff in people's trash. And honestly, I think people have gotten hip to the fact that like we film us trash picking, not a lot, but often. So it's just, it is what it is. I think it's like a new age thing. I think a lot of people trash pick. Like people trash pick our trash that we trash picked and didn't want. You're following? So
Trust me, I know.
I don't know.
How do you feel about the people that look down the nose at you and say, oh, they're just some trash pickers out there.
Have fun at your 9 to 5. That's what I say.
mean, yeah, true.
And there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. I've had plenty of them, but it's just like, I don't look down on people that trash pick my yard. I'm like, yeah. Like, I'll be like looking out the window. I'll be like, yeah, get that trash, boy. You know?
Yeah, I know.
There's bigger things to care about. I don't. Who has time to judge people like that, you know? This is just so crazy. I'm still getting used to this. We just started doing this. Because it's like I'm not actually filming with this, but I'm still...
We're going to get this mic hooked up to that phone that you guys are...
Because when you have this camera in your hand, you're just like assuming that you need to, but I'm just like holding it.
We're using that camera for the audio.
Yes.
But whatever, we'll fix it.
Matching it up.
See you guys.
Peace.
Video, this light is so bright, but you guys probably wouldn't even be able to see me if I didn't have it on. But look, I can see everything, even where I cut myself shaving. But, so we have some sad news. Obviously, with the loss of Landis not that long ago, we've been, you know, suffering from that. And tonight, my mom called me, and her dog, Gabby, who she's had for quite a few years, maybe 5 or 6 years. She got the dog and adopted it. Why is that making such a crazy noise? One, it was basically on death row at the pound because it was an old dog, and she knew that it wouldn't last. You know, the love of the dog wouldn't last forever because the dog was already sickly and old when she got her. But she did hang on for a while. She had a good life with my mom. My mom called us tonight saying that she made a turn for, you know, the worst. Basically, the doctor said, like, it's time. And so we said, bring her over. You know, if you want to bring her over, we can all eat pizza together and kind of just like see her and hang out with her for the last time. So that's what we're going to do. We're at this place here, Primo's Pizza, and I'm actually late to pick up the pizza. But thankfully, they put the pizza in like this heating thing. It's basically like an oven. It's like a stack that heats the stuff and keeps it hot. And it's probably just in there, even though I'm like 20 minutes late. But either way, that's what we're doing. I know these videos haven't been as many recently as we've put out in the past, but we got a lot of stuff going on. Some pretty big announcements coming, or big news coming pretty soon. Not sure how soon, but sometime in the next couple months. But we are just trying to continue to make content. We're trying to keep it real too, as real as possible. So we don't want to slide into the slippery slope of the fake YouTuber category. So we're just going to keep it real. And sometimes nothing exciting happens, so you just don't film anything, or nothing of value. But we do have a pretty cool auction to go to this week coming up in a few days. And we are in the works of a Christmas episode for everyone that hopefully we are going to be releasing on Christmas Day. But I've ranted long enough. Let's go get this pizza. But I'll show you guys. I'll just bring you guys with me here. This is our favorite pizza shop here. So me and Sammy like this spot. It's called Primo's Pizza, and they have a few different locations, but I'll just give you guys a quick look of it. So this is the place. This is what it looks like. Primo's, and I'll show you the pizza when we get it. All right, we have returned home with the pizza. Check this out. Dun dun dun. I just wanted to show you guys. Whoa. No way does it look like that. Sammy and my mom are gonna be stoked about this. Look at this pizza. Just, she's so, look at that.
Beautiful.
Where's Gabby?
She's laying down.
Right
Can we see her?
She's lit.
Yeah. She's, well, here's the thing. I gave her hydrocodone and gabapentin at like 2:30. So it kind of zonked her out, I guess. And then we went for a walk. So I guess she's kind of zonked out.
Let's see her. Gabby.
She's not going to be able to, well, she can look up, but
Baby.
She can't see out of this side.
Does she eat pizza?
She'll eat pizza, I think. We'll see. I'm not gonna wake her up though.
Let's see if she eats this pizza.
Oh, she's liking it.
No, she's not. The Christmas pizza for Gabby. Oh, she likes it.
She does.
No, she's just licking.
I'll bring
What'd
it
you
out
say?
for you. I said the whole fam out here wilding out.
Oh, you putting her in a separate one or in the same one? Yeah, that's fine. We're sneaking her in.
Turner, this is your duty then.
I'm gonna tell the person if they say something exactly what's going on, and if they got a problem with it,
I'll push her.
then they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to take it up with the. Yeah, she likes it. So we're going with Gabby for her last Big Lots experience. Those are cool, but they're probably really bad quality.
Deeper for loose too.
Oh, that is cool.
As an owl.
So I was saying that
I
Coca-Cola,
would never think
the
Big Lots
Coca-Cola
would have
company did
those.
such good advertising with the Christmas stuff like that.
Yeah, look
That
at
like
that.
around Christmas time I want soda
likes-
like
Look
Coke.
at that.
I mean, it's enticing.
Yeah, this is really.
Cause like I don't really drink.
I keep getting up at 2
Coca-Cola.
in the morning just to drink like Coca-Cola though, because that's
This
what
is
happened
really cool
the other
though.
night.
You have
Yeah,
to
but-
admit.
Then
I
you just
like
like
the
pop
glass.
one open and you're like, oh, it's Santa.
It has
He's
Santa
here.
on it.
Wait. Up.
Big Christmas
I
party
want to
for
show you
Gabby.
something.
This is a Christmas party. This is kind of fun for her, right?
It is.
Look at her. Picture me and Gab.
I'm just taking a video now. Wouldn't you have felt bad if we were just in here having a good old Christmas time and
Without-
she was in the car?
Yeah, she likes it in here. She's happy.
She really is happy though right now, at this moment in time.
I know. Because she's in the gang. She likes to be in the gang.
Sad part is she is the guy.
Turner, I'm
It's
so
true.
sad about the whole thing. It's killing me. It's killing me. My whole inside is killing me.